ọmọ Yorùbá mo tún mú àṣírí mi wá fún yín. Ọmọ Yorùbá àníṣe mo tún mú àṣírí mi wá fún iṣẹ́ àwọn nọ́tánàǹtì iṣẹ́ orí wọn ti gbálẹ̀ wọn ò tí ì rí nǹkan kan ṣe lọ́wọ́ bá Tinubu wọ́n ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ túmọ̀ bí kẹ́ ẹ wá gbọ́ ohun tí mo tún mú wá ohun tí mo mú wá lọ́tẹ̀ yìí ara ń kà àwọn bíbù iṣẹ́ ara ń kà wọ́n eléyìí ìgbésẹ̀ tuntun tí bàbá wa Tinubu fẹ́ gbé òun ló mú ara kà wọ́n. ṣé ẹ gbọ́ wípé bàbá Tinubu wọ́n ti fẹ́ gbé káńtà kó ní Àbújá wọ́n fẹ́ dá padà sékòó. ṣé ẹ gbọ́ àfẹ́ gbọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ṣé ẹ gbọ́ àfẹ́ gbọ́ àníṣe bàbá Tinubu wọ́n ti fẹ́ gbé káńtà kó ní Àbújá wọ́n fẹ́ dá padà sékòó. ọmọ Yorùbá eléyìí ṣé kìí ṣe ìròyìn ayọ̀ fún wa ṣá ìròyìn ayọ̀ mọ́ ni ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ní ẹ̀dá ń pariwo ṣé kò tí wá sí ìmúṣẹ báyìí tí bàbá Tinubu tí wọ́n á dá kápítà padà sékòó ṣé bí oríire wa lọ́jẹ́ àbí tí kò sí oríire wa lọ́jẹ́ ni. ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí kẹ́ ẹ wá gbọ́wọ́ táwọn Netherlands sọ nípa ìgbésẹ̀ tí bàbá Tinubu tó fẹ́ gbé ẹ wá gbọ́ àníṣe wọ́n ti ní kankan ẹ̀yin Fúlàní ẹ ṣàyẹ kàbàkàbà ṣe kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ lè ṣe sí i àti mòye ìjẹná ìwò ń pápá ìwò nà àní Bọ́lá Ahmed ó ti mòye ìjẹná ṣe ìwò ń pápá yín ìwò nà yín kọ̀ọ̀kan wá àgbọ̀n kankan wọ́n ti gé wa létí lọ ọ̀yá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ ẹ ṣe.
Lagos is the new Aso Rock of Nigeria. I repeat, Lagos is the new capital of Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is shipping businesses into Lagos.
Yes.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is making Lagos more attractive.
Yes.
To investors.
Yes.
Now Abuja is becoming unattractive.
Yes.
Unsecure. Terrorists, bandits are in Abuja.
Yes.
The US told their nationals, their diplomats, they should leave the country, they should leave US embassy. But guess what? They have not left the US embassy in Lagos State. Tinubu came to Lagos to commission projects with Sonulu. Now, Tinubu was absent. They gave reasons, security reasons, national security concerns. But Tinubu was not in Abuja. He was in Bodilion, accepting visitors and guests. Look at the handwriting on the wall. Those that are underestimating Tinubu don't know who Tinubu is and what he can do. Tinubu is one of the only persons that have never lost an election. One of the only persons that tried using Muslim ticket to win an election. Even when Nigerians were holistically against the APC, the same APC that people detested, they used a Muslim ticket to win elections. In fact, that Muslim ticket was to carry the votes of northern Nigeria ticket, but did not supply Tinubu the votes. So Tinubu is one person that have done things that are impossible. Some people say that it is not possible for Tinubu to run a top 10. Okay, you will be shocked at what Tinubu can do. Now, if you look at it, Aso Rock is being pushed to Lagos. I told you that Tinubu is building a political empire. And that political empire will be at the Lekki Free Trade Zone or Eco-Atlantic. That is the new Aso Rock of Nigeria. The Aso Rock in Abuja can belong to Northerners. His own Aso Rock that he will build. You can see the southwest. You can see the industries. You can see the trillions of naira that have been invested in the southwest. You can see the coastal road that is connecting oil-producing communities to the refinery, to Lagos State, the business hub of Nigeria. Coastal road is connecting oil-producing communities. You know the straight road. We heard that they have diverted the road because of one senator, Biggie. You can see the plan. If you are not seeing it, I am seeing it all. Now, very soon, when Tinubu finishes his political empire, the Northerners will be begging for Southern Nigeria support under the Southwest. Except the North is able to stop Tinubu come 2027. If you cannot stop Tinubu come 2027, my brother, that Aso Rock he go build down for Lagos. I'm telling you, he will make Abuja. You see, he will not outrightly remove the capital from Abuja. He will make Abuja insecure, unattractive. Now, American embassy closed in Abuja, but they open in Lagos. So everybody now that want to travel to America, you have to go to Lagos. If you go to Lagos, you go book hotel, you go use the restaurants, you go use the banks, you go use. See, a lot of traffic is coming, especially to that Ẹpọn Atlantic. That is Tinubu's base, his retirement plan. He's going to be one of the biggest landlords in Nigeria, especially all of Southwest. I'm telling you, you see, that's what the refinery. See, the way Yoruba politicians have been playing their politics. Over the months, I've been sitting down to learn how this guy played their politics. You can say that they are doing mago-mago, they are double-faced and what have you. Now, as a hunter, you are in the forest. You want to catch bushmeat as a hunter. How do you position yourself to catch bushmeat? For those that are saying, Yoruba politicians, they are betrayers, they are double-faced. My brother, you are playing politics. You are in a zone whereby if you are not careful, you will go down. So you need to be extraordinarily wise, clever, and smart. That is the kind of politics Yoruba politicians have been playing in Nigeria.
Yes, now.
I told my Igbo brothers that the Southwest Yorubas, if they want to get Yoruba nation, it is easier for them to get Yoruba nation than the Southeast that have been fighting Biafra since the 1960s. Because of the kind of politics they are playing. You would think that Yoruba man will not bluff the Northerner, like they will not challenge the Northerner. If you see a Northern politician put out a statement and these Yoruba politicians don't say anything, it is not that they don't have what to say. They are having to play a kind of diplomacy that will give them an edge in the future. If you understand, you understand. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. You cannot do anything about it. Now, look at the opposition. The chances of Tinubu winning the next election is high. Like, he high past anything. Northern Nigeria is banking on the ADC. Normally, we know that in the north, Tinubu is hated currently. He's highly hated in northern Nigeria. And if the north gets a platform, a strong political platform, and have some alliances in the south, they will give Tinubu problem. But what will Tinubu do as a politician? He will make sure that the north does not get a platform to run 2027, or the north does not get a popular platform, or the north does not come together like in the large numbers they are coming together under the ADC. If you look at those that are camping in the ADC, most of them are from northern Nigeria because the north have seen the ADC as a platform for them to register their grievances against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And what will Tinubu do? He will make sure that ADC does not stand. That's why I've said that ADC is a gunner. I don't know. I did see Aregbesola there. I did shake my head. You see, you people will learn politics. That politics that you don't want to learn. And so sometimes I wonder, you are a good person and you're a politician, but you are not doing your best to make sure that you see, you are a good person without political power. It's rubbish. Peter Obi is good, but without political power, there's nothing he can do. He's as ordinary as every other ordinary person. But Wike, Tinubu is bad. They have political power. And you tell me. So now when you look at the Southwest, in the whole regions in Nigeria, the Southwest is number one. In almost everything. Maybe aside agriculture. The heartbeat of Nigeria is not Edo State. It is Southwest. Industries you have in Nigeria is the Southwest. Kudos to the Southwest. Whatever developments we are having, you see, that's why they say any protest you are going to have in Nigeria, if it does not happen in Lagos, that protest does not have sense. If it does not, there's no Nigerian that is not represented in Lagos. There's no state that is not represented in Lagos. Let me even say there's no tribe that is not represented in Lagos. I'm telling you. But other states, it might not be possible. In Abia State, all the states may not be represented in Abia State. But Lagos is the fulcrum, is the nucleus, is the heartbeat of Nigeria. And Yoruba politicians have seized the presidency, using the presidency to fortify and sophisticate the Southwest. I know the North, they are crying. Not had the opportunity, but their leaders were greedy, myopic. Those ones are not leaders now. When I talk about leadership, politicians, I'll always tell you that Southerners are better politicians than Northerners. Better. Outplay them, outsmart them in everything. The only thing that Northerners use is the number factor. They are prone to be hostile and to be violent. Extremism, religious extremism. They have a lot of illiterates in northern Nigeria that they can use. You know that you are an educated person, and somebody is not educated, and that person that is not educated can be able to convince a lot of illiterates. You with your education cannot beat them in an election. You know, when I say that most Nigerians are not qualified to vote voters card, it's because they don't know what it is to vote for a good leader. They are just pushed by sentiment, emotions, and circumstances. There are people in Nigeria, both old men and old women, that are not qualified to hold voters card because they don't know what it is to choose a good leader. They don't understand the process. So the many ignorant, foolish voters that we have will be controlled by the very, very wicked, manipulative politicians. Now, when I tell you that APC is not popular on the street, APC or Tinubu is not popular on the streets, Nigerians will not vote Tinubu. It is true. But on election day, when Nigeria see money, when APC bring money, or APC bring their violence, their tactics. An example, me, I've studied these politicians. If you want to rig election, there's many ways to rig election. There's many ways. I'm telling you. First off, threats. In that street, they will give boys maybe 200,000. When I buy drink, make sure say, our plan go as it is. Just give us body shield. You will welcome vote for ADC, and they are already threatening. Say if you are voting, they will tell you straight and direct. Some overzealous Agberu will just tell, if you are voting for ADC, don't come near. That fear alone will make you not to vote. And those that are voting for APC will enter. They can even use. Number 2 is vote buying. Vote buying. Telling you. Number 3, they will harass representatives of political parties, or they will buy them over. Those who are representing political parties, they can bribe them with. They will bribe them, give them just come off face. They will play on their mentality. APC don't win, they go rig election. They go rig for coalition unit. Just collect this one and give you. In election, they go to say, we are taking care of your party agents. APC is a good party. There's one thing I'm very sure. APC can never wash the stain on his body. APC know. They know. So when you look at it, Tinubu, you want to stop Tinubu. Sometimes when I talk, people say, what happened? People were now taking me serious. I've come with another one.
Now you see that at the end of the day, my complaint, victim mentality. I gave them this week. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Go and look for another better political party. They know one here. I even advise my co-leaders. Join the Tinubu political choir. Some people say, no. See, you know what happened is that I don't know why God will put me for Nigeria, because I see so many reasons why we can never, as we are in Nigeria, we can never move forward. We can never. It is not prayer. It's not swear. It's because of how we are wired. So as it is, Abuja is becoming less popular. Abuja, we saw a video whereby we are exchanging bullets. Terrorists are exchanging bullets in Abuja.
You see, I'm not trying to taunt you. I'm just telling you that if you know what you need to know, work smartly and wisely. You know, some people, they can do, like I said, my Igbo brothers, they can do business with terrorists. They can do business with anybody. When it comes to politics, they cannot align. The Yoruba man they hate Igbos. You cannot. But if you want to do business, you go do business with the same Yoruba man. Can you see the logic? Can you see how people are reasoning? That's why we fail politically in this part of the Southeast. We're failing. We are so hardworking, ingenious, but we don't achieve together as a people because there's some kind of wisdom that we refuse to imbibe. I don't have to like Tinubu to align with the political movement going in the South. I don't have to like him. So far that we get value, we get value from the alliance, because you are going to get value. Alliance with Tinubu's political empire, you are already going to get value. That one is clear. Nobody's cheating anybody here. And now, I see some people, because we are praising the Southwest now, some people, their head is big. Let's talk about security. Recent reports say Southwest is the most secure place in Nigeria. What implication are they telling us? You see, that has implications. Those kind of reports give implications. It will now rechannel the attention of investors to the Southwest. And when investors come to Southwest, Southwest become the darling. Southwest hold, you know what they call economic power. Why was Nigeria able to kill millions, or why was hunger the deciding factor of the civil war between Nigeria and Biafra? It's because of economic power. One of the strongest. If you have economic power, you can do and undo anything. Now, if Fulani enter there tomorrow, I don't think in the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they can be able to strip Lagos of its economic importance, economic power. For those that understand. It's not this street analysis. I know some of our Igbo brothers say, if we leave Lagos go finish. My brother, na lie. Na biggest lie. Number one is that the person saying that if we leave Lagos does not even have an investment. Most of them don't have anything tangible in Lagos. The real people will not want to leave Lagos. The real people. Take your business from Lagos to the Southeast. The real people would not want, even if they have Biafra today, there will be an argument that like they happen in other countries. We can keep our properties, we can keep our investment in Nigeria and also have our Biafra. That will be the argument. Some people will not even leave. I'm telling you. So if you know, they say that this guy is not Igbo, this guy is Lagos Igbo. I don't know which one is Lagos Igbo. Most of the people that fought for Biafra were not born in the Southeast. They were born in the North and some parts of the Southwest. And they fought for Biafra and they were regarded as Igbo. I'm giving you sense. I'm trying to put sense into our body. Saying it. Now, Biafra is something that is so dear to an Igbo man. So when they are saying Biafra, sit at home, all these things, those people that are outside the Southeast do not honor this. That is one thing we need to look at. If you are pushing for Biafra, people should be willing to leave their regions and come to the Southeast to develop it. But you see that people are not even ready in the next 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Igbos are not even ready to leave that, because that should be the sacrifice. Because the last war we had, that's what people did. Some people refused to leave, but when the killing started, they left by force. When it ended, Igbos rushed back to the north. The north that was programmed, there were killings of hundreds of thousands of people. Igbos rushed back to the north. Southwest is the most safest region because of its economic power. And economic power controls Nigeria. And there's no bad thing for us to put Aso Rock in the southwest, in the Atlantic. It's not bad. Decongest Lagos and push people to Ogun State, Ondo, Oyo, Ibadan. Yes, it's not bad. Because all these northerners, I don't know, I think, I told you people that if Tinubu finish what is doing, hey, northern Nigeria will never ever forget Tinubu in the history of their whole lives. Will never. In a hurry, they will never forget Tinubu. When they hear Tinubu, I say, this man, he do us bad thing. I'm telling you seriously. So, Southwest, kudos to you, kudos to your politicians. I hope the Southeast is watching. I hope the Southeast can be able to learn one or two from the Southwest. The Southwest now, our Oga, when it comes to politics. Hello. For the fact that a Southwesterner is my Oga when it comes to politics, does not mean that an average Southerner is better than me. I'm telling you, does not mean. They pay the price. They planned. They disciplined themselves. They committed themselves to some things. While we were busy fighting ourselves, I asked the question. Ojukwu fought the Biafra War. He fought the Biafra War. He left, handed over to Ẹpọn. Ẹpọn surrendered, or no victor, no vanquish. That one Sakamanje talk. No victor, no vanquish. Till now, the same people that have been marginalized. Okay. Ojukwu came back and campaigned for Shagari, aligned with the Fulani, the Hausa Fulani. Should we sit down and think about that? I'll be asking this question. Some of our Biafra brothers, they will avoid it. They'll say it's different. Okay, if Nnamdi Kanu does what Ojukwu did, how would you see Nnamdi Kanu? Ojukwu said no more Biafra. He campaigned for. This is not the most. He hobnobbed with Abacha, hobnobbed with the North. Igbos hobnobbed with the North. And we got nothing for it. And still want to take that same route. You think a leopard can change his color or his skin? The dot on his skin. And we say we are wise. And we blame the Yorubas that they did this and that. Everybody's playing a game. If you cannot play that game, you go and sit down one place. You can see the game the North is playing. You can see the game the Southwest is playing. What game are you playing? What are your agenda? What are your plans? How are you willing to carry out these plans if you have plans? Shebi Umahi, former governors of Southeast, they are going to help the current governors to do this and that. The former governors of Southeast, during their time, what did they achieve? So what wealth of experience are they going to bring for the new governors to emulate from? You can see the cluelessness of Southeast politicians, and you now compare yourself with the Southwest. No, don't compare yourself. It's a dangerous trend. For those that think Tinubu cannot bring Aso Rock to Lagos, just sit down and watch. Just sit down and watch. May God help Nigerians.